Hello, welcome to Steve Knows. It's time for that weekly VR news update. This week we've got teasers and leaks into the future of the Meta platform, new Quest features, Pico showing full body tracking on standalone hardware, new games, and so much more. So I think that is enough chin wagging. Let's get started. So some rather exciting teasers now around Meta's previously leaked / rumoured Avalanche program, which is the codename for Meta's Cloud VR streaming service. We first heard about this in 2022, found in the 2020 version 24 update. Got on a live stream and showed some of his findings around this cloud streaming service, and it was pretty darn exciting. I believe this is in French, so we do have to translate. Oh no, wait, that's pretty clear. So in the experimental section, it said activate Avalanche Alpha. Alpha is the first stage infrastructure environment in the cloud, then it goes beta, then it goes gold. So I'm not sure if he was supposed to see this, as this is probably people just experimenting and trying to get something working as they're developing in-house. But anyway, he decided to click launch and it popped up with an option to play Lone Echo. We know Lone Echo is not a Quest ported title, it's a beast mode PCVR classic from 2017. So when attempting to launch it, it did say, sorry, we're unable to launch. Cloud streaming PCVR content onto our standalone headsets could be the biggest game changer in this space, although it has to be reliable and it has to have low latency. Having cloud streamed anything is going to have latency problems. VR already, just as a standard, having a router in my home using virtual desktop, I get latency. I couldn't imagine a machine that's probably hundreds, maybe thousands of miles away. But seeing this, maybe we'll get a little tease pop up during Oculus Connect this year. That would be great, just to hear an official announcement. Next, we have a fantastic collaboration. You may have seen this a while back. I did a video on how bad Meta's mixed reality capture tool / feature was, and it should just completely be avoided, and I think the Zuck agreed, because Meta is now decommissioning that third-person capture tool in favor of the specialist in this space, Live. So official Live support for mixed reality capture is coming to Quest. So Live will actually composite a user into a game, giving unrivaled gameplay content. You would have seen this with games like Beat Saber, Pistol Whip, Synth Riders. So Meta are chucking money at Live to make this happen for official Quest support, and we can expect Unreal Engine and Unity stable releases by the end of this year. And it is worth noting that Unity actually already have support for the Live SDK 2.0, which is available in beta. I just hope they make it easier for non-technical folk who are not really knee deep or neck deep into the VR space, easy to do mixed reality capture. That would be key. This next update is something that was found in the version 67 PTC. This update looks to give us freedom with our window panel positioning. So the Quest currently supports up to 3 open 2D panels at once, which have 2 positions. They can be close or they can be far, but they come with drawbacks, such as you're not able to resize the windows. You have to have all 3 panels just in a line or surrounding you side by side. But this update now means you can pick up and move each window freely around the space. So not only can you move them, you can actually have 6 panels. So 3 will be like they have now, but 3 more can be placed anywhere you want. That's 1 for the ceiling, 1 for the floor, and 1 for the wall. That's Steve Knows on 6 screens. You're gonna get sick of me. All we need now is just some high-end pass-through and IM in. This would actually be usable day to day. It's hard not to compare this to the Apple Vision Pro, because this is kind of how they did things, but this shows why competition is good. Meta pulled out their thumb and implemented new features. And speaking of competition, this would not be a weekend video without a shout out to Luna, who has given us some insights into the Pico space. So on Electric Garden, this is a website, they have documents that have recently been updated that show a Pico VR motion tracker that now has a user guide and some prototype photographs. So it looks to be a motion tracking device that you add to a strap, which will attach to your legs, which would then connect to your standalone headset, the Pico, via Bluetooth. So there are screenshots of this actual product and its measurements. We can see the little prototypes. They look rather stylish. And Luna has also posted some generated or heavily edited imagery of the device being worn that followed the same vibe and style of the Pico 4 headset marketing when that first released. Although in the imagery they are white and not black like the prototype, but I still think they look pretty darn stylish. If just a couple of these devices enable full body tracking on a wireless standalone headset, I think this is going to have large appeal for many. It will help differentiate Pico from the Quest headset, because Meta really have a stronghold on this. But what I would like to see is Meta to deliver on this. I've said so many times that they should do exactly this and combine it with their top half body tracking that they do now, where they can track the shoulders and the hip positioning. That would just be a game changer, and I would spend my money. With that, though, also comes some information that looks to be credible from Luna on the new Pico 4S device, as they've claimed to have seen multiple developer kits and spoken to several people who are heavily involved in this space about a new mixed reality headset from Pico that honestly doesn't look to be offering much new and exciting, except maybe this tracking support that's coming. It does have slightly better specs than the Quest 3, however, such as a slightly higher resolution display, an additional 4GB of RAM, taking it to 12GB instead of the Quest 8, and a motorized IPD adjustment, which I would hope means eye tracking, but it's not mentioned here, and I would find that a little strange. Like, what's the point? It just costs more money, and it's something else that could go wrong. Maybe it comes with some additional features, some software features that we don't know of yet, but I'm not losing my mind over it like I was with the Pico 4. Now on to the quickfire news, smaller stories that are kind of nice to know. Caveman Studios actually showcased more teaser footage on Contractors Showdown Season 1, because it's going to have the addition of vehicles, and it looked so awesome. It looked like GTA. You were able to like lean out of a window and do a drive-by, or just hold a pistol in one hand whilst you're driving with the other. I hope that you are driving automatics and not a manual, because well, you've only got one hand free. Next, a new game. An ex-Onward developer has been working on a new title called Tier 1 Direct Action, and I can't help but think One Direct Action. Oh no. It boasts realistic interactions with all of the equipment and its weapons, and it also looks to promote teamwork, which is, of course, paramount. It makes multiplayer titles. So this will be launching a Kickstarter to support the game's release and develop 10 game modes, PvE and PvP. Early access of this will offer Capture the Flag, an objective mode, and Team Deathmatch. Now to look at a rather fun-looking and affordable mixed reality game where you will control small tanks and will battle it out in the play space to take each other out or work together against a common enemy. I just need multiple headsets and, some friends. It makes me want to play a game of Command & Conquer in mixed reality looking at this. Bloody Hollow Tanks looks kind of cool. I'm probably going to get on that after this. And finally, Rec Room now has full body avatars available for all in beta. This changes the whole vibe of the game for me. Seeing a full body and not a floating baked bean looks like a really great upgrade, actually. So dive into Rec Room if you want to check that out. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I will be enjoying some time off, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Please subscribe, and as soon as I'm back, you'll get more news and reviews. And more importantly, though, have a great week. Happy gaming! Good day!